I went to the shops today and guess what I found? Easter eggs are out.
No.
I forgot how many Gregorians were at the shop. Do you remember Zappos that you used to get at the school canteen?
Yes, the tuck shop chewies.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's what they call them in the Bogan States, a tuck shop. Do you remember Melody Pops?
Oh, yes, the little whistles.
Yeah.
They got little songs in there. You can learn how to play them. Oh, I'm going to play you Prelude Number 1 in C by Johann Sebastian Bach. Can you hear it? Hold on.
It's giving me flashbacks of listening to recorders in grade 8. G'day, I'm Farmer Dave.
And I am Filip With An F, and we are here to solve your problems. What else would we do?
Okay, so our first question is from Mrs. Magenta. Both my husband and I are dark-haired, and we have 2 red-headed kids. He's never said anything, but I really feel like he thinks I've cheated. In fact, I worry that most people have that thought. It's a pretty full-on one, Philip. What do you reckon?
I actually know of this sociopath, psychopath woman who actually swapped a baby out on this red-headed woman and passed it off as her own. And then she somehow got away with it, moved to another city, fell in love with this guy, and then she was worried that this guy had got some other woman pregnant, so she swapped the paternity test. And that child, that baby ended up being a red-headed girl as well. And they didn't find out till many, many, many years later, after she had gone to the loony bin, that she had swapped their paternity tests.
Philip, it sounds like a B-grade movie that wish it had Bette Midler in the main title role.
That was not a movie. That happened in Genoa City and then in LA. Thank you.
How could this have happened?
Because I made it happen, Lauren. Well, that's another thing you taught me, Mom. You want something, you go after it. You make it happen.
So you stole my child.
Back to poor old Mrs. Magenta's problem. You clearly didn't listen in grade 9 science. That Gregor Mendel with the snow peas, it's all about recessive genes. You're fine, it's normal. There was a red-headed person way back in his family tree, in your family P, and it's been sitting there, and then you guys got together, and then, wow, you've got these beautiful little kids. It's like me, you know, like my brothers all got dark hair and brown eyes, and anyway, Viking came along and did something a long time ago and out popped me. So it happens. Don't worry about it. It's fine. There are sometimes you should worry about what's going on, you know, like if your sheep come out black or something like that. But, you know, other than that, don't worry about it.
Or get a paternity test. Like I said, that time that Sheila swapped out the paternity test and then Ridge thought was his daughter, but it was really Eric's, and then they didn't find out till much later that it was actually Eric's, and then they found out that Ridge wasn't really Eric's son, so then even though Ridge thought that she was his daughter, he kind of hooked up with her a bit.
Wait a second, Ridge is not actually Eric's son?
No, Massimo's actually. Did we solve that one?
Get a paternity test, make a little joke, and just in case you were wondering, They're our kids. Your kids, my kids, they're our kids. They're our gorgeous little baby red-headed kids.
Yeah, and everyone's minds can rest at ease other than the fact that gingers don't have souls.
It's time we solve some more problems.
That's right, and our next problem comes from Mr. Kelly. He writes in, I'm caught in a love triangle I caused myself. I have 2 women that want me, and I love them in 2 different ways. One has been a love of my past, and the other I'm currently with loves me unconditionally. I'm so conflicted.
Can we get annoyed at our people that write in to help solve their issues? Because I'm so annoyed.
Well, how do you get yourself into these issues? Why are you even dating anyone? Who dates? Who's even in relationships anymore? Life is like a carton of Easter eggs. Maybe one day you want the gold egg, and then the next day you feel like the blue egg. You know what? Why can't you have them both? Just indulge. Life's too short.
That's life. That's the story of my life. Like, you know, I fall in love in relationships, then you're out of relationships, you end it, but you're still in love with them. Like, I'm still in love with every partner I've ever had. But I'm not going to be a little fatty and just get the chocolate and shove it in my mouth and, you know, like, I don't know, are orgies cool? I don't know. I think, no, one at a time, Philip, one at a time. I think this guy needs to just take a chill pill and enjoy his relationships with other people in a past tense, and this unconditional love with his current partner in the present tense, because it's a gift. He should just take that gift and love it, and don't throw his life away by trying to have everything at once, trying to eat his cake and eat it too. Jesus.
I actually know a guy that went through a similar thing. You know, he'd been in love with this girl his whole life, and she never wanted him, always rejected him. Then he finally met this woman who was obsessed with him, you know, and she loved him so deeply, and they were such a perfect match. But once that other chick had seen what she'd lost, she wanted him then. And then he was kind of torn. Oh my God, the woman I've loved my whole life, or this perfect match. And in the end, Steve Urkel ended up with Laura. Poor Moira, I always felt so bad for her.
Girls, don't fight over me. Even though it's my dream come true.
The answer is in your question. One has been the love of my past, and the other one I am currently with loves me unconditionally. That's your full stop right there. All your answers in your question, dude.
Full stop, new sentence, have a threesome. There have been some pretty famous love triangles through the years. Some are iconic. I have some here, and I want to know, who do you think should have triumphed as a duo out of the love three-way?
Yes.
Clearly a really iconic one for the times is Charles, Camilla, and Diana.
Oh, I'm going to be hated by pretty much so every human being over the age of 30, and I'm going to say Camilla and Charles. It was always the best love story, and it was a love story that always should have happened. And yeah, Diana came in, she was beautiful and glamorous, and she gave us the princes, and of course from those princes were these amazing little princes and the little gorgeous little munchkins that we have now. But Charles and Camilla belong together, and I'm so glad that their enduring story of love just goes to show that love's there, and it's so powerful. Oh my God. Favorite love story ever.
I completely agree. You know, that the world was against them and they really were treated like the absolute dogs for it. I am the #1 Princess Diana stan. I love Princess Diana, but Charles' heart belonged to Camilla. And just imagine if they were allowed to have been with each other.
Just on that, no, it worked out for the best because you need to have hot princes. And no offense to Camilla, but she didn't breed them that good. So,
well, first of all, Prince William's hairline is no longer existing, and Prince Harry wasn't even Charles's son. Let's be honest.
oh my God, don't even. Oh my Jesus. Okay, next three-way love story.
Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor.
Oh, what child of the 80s didn't grow up with this dilemma and their poor mothers trying to grapple with who Ridge should be? No one's mother ever did that. They were always yelling at the TV going, Ridge, dump those stew scrags and you should be with me. That's what everyone's mother was doing.
No, I was always Team Taylor, even when she died all those 10 times and then she came back. Ridge...
and went to the desert. Remember the desert one?
Yes, when she became that, what they call it? Like she became...
The Sheik's harem's girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my God, I loved that storyline. And you know what? Ridge always went back to Taylor, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm with you. Team Taylor all the way.
Next one, Gypsy, Danny, or Will? Fine, I'll just put it out there. Will belongs with Gypsy. Will always belonged with Gypsy. Danny was dramatic all the time, always a victim. It's all about Gypsy and Will. From beginning
I'm going with you there.
Yeah. Another iconic love triangle. Brenda, Dylan, and Kelly.
Oh my goodness. Definitely Kelly. Brenda was cray-cray. And she was just the annoying little sister anyway. So, no, Kelly was just way hotter, way more supportive, and it didn't make the whole storyline weird.
And also, Kelly was hot, and when I was a little boy, my friends would like give me their doubles of the 90210 collector cards so I could have like little pictures of Kelly. Ross, Rachel, and Joey.
I never really watched Friends, but Ross just annoys me because he's dopey. So can I just kick Ross out of this? And I want a Joey. I'll have Joey. Joey can be with me. So Rachel can have Ross and I'll have Joey. It's no longer a love triangle, but we're all happy.
What I'm going to say is very controversial. First of all, the whole storyline with Joey should never have happened. That was stupid. And second of all, Ross was selfish. He was a narcissist. He was a gaslighter. And he didn't deserve Rachel at all. And she should have gone to Paris and lived out her dream. The end. And you know what? I don't care if they were on a break. He's a douche.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you speaking to me or sleeping with someone else?
We were on a break.
Oh, you know, Ross, why don't you just put that on your answering machine?
Last but not least, Bridget Jones and whoever Colin Firth played and whoever Hugh Grant played.
This is so easy. So easy. Mr. Darcy all the way. Darcy was so nice. He's a gentleman. He's polite. He's tall. He's definitely well-bred. And he genuinely loved her and cared for her. Whereas that other prat, Jesus, so annoying. So annoying. He can just go and, I don't know.
Remember that time Hugh Grant was in the car with the hooker?
That's exactly what I was just thinking. And I was like, don't mention it. Don't say it. Divine Brown. I can even remember her name.
It was the most scandalous thing anyone had heard of since George Michael went and whacked one off in a public park.
Oh, the memories back when those things shocked us.
I know, right? Now everyone's doing it on their Twitter only fans.
And proud of it.
So proud. But don't let me stop you guys. Well, Farmer Dave, we have solved the world's problems again this week.
So if you've got a problem and you need it solved, just slide into our DMs and we'll fix your life for you.
Slide right on in like Hugh Grant in the back seat of a car with, what was her name?
Divine Brown.
Oh yeah. Let me play you guys out.